Wednesday, May 29, the Mark of the Beast. Read Revelation 12, verses 12 and 17, and chapter 13, verse 7. How do these texts reveal Satan's wrath? Why is the devil so angry with God's end-time people? Revelation 12, beginning at verse 12. Therefore rejoice, you heavens, and you who dwell in them. But woe to the earth and the sea, because the devil has gone down to you. He is filled with fury, because he knows that his time is short. And then verse 17, then the dragon was enraged at the woman and went off to wage war against the rest of her offspring, those who keep God's commands and hold fast their testimony about Jesus. And chapter 13 and verse 7. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them, and it was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. Revelation 12 outlines the cosmic conflict between Christ and Satan down through the ages. It climaxes with Satan's final attack on the people of God. Revelation 13 introduces the dragon's two allies, the beast from the sea and the beast from the land. These two powers join him in making war on God's people. Read Revelation 13, verses 4, 8, 12, and 15, and Revelation 14, verse 7 and 9 to 11. Also have a look at Revelation 15, 4, 16, 2, 19, 20, 20, and verse 4, and 22, verse 9. What one key theme appears in all these verses? First of all, Revelation 13, 4. People worshipped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast, and they also worshipped the beast and asked, who is like the beast who can wage war against it? And verse 8, all inhabitants of the earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life, the Lamb who was slain from the foundation of the world. And verse 12, it exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf, and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast, whose fatal wound had been healed. And verse 15, the second beast was given power to give breath to the image of the first beast, so that the image could speak and cause all who refused to worship the image to be killed. And Revelation 14, verse 7, he said in a loud voice, fear God and give him glory, because the hour of his judgment has come. Worship him who made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and the springs of water. And verses 9 to 11, a third angel followed them and said in a loud voice, if anyone worships the beast and its image and receives its mark on their forehead or on their hand, they too will drink the wine of God's fury, which has been poured full strength into the cup of his wrath. They will be tormented with burning sulphur in the presence of the holy angels and of the Lamb, and the smoke of their torment will rise for ever and ever. There will be no rest day or night for those who worship the beast and its image, or for anyone who receives the mark of its name. And we'll also look at Revelation 15, verse 4. Who will not fear you, Lord, and bring glory to your name? For you alone are holy. All nations will come and worship before you, for your righteous acts have been revealed. And chapter 16, verse 2, the first angel went and poured out his bowl on the land, and ugly festering sores broke out on the people who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. And chapter 19, verse 20, but the beast was captured, and with it the false prophet who had performed the signs on its behalf. With these signs he had deluded those who had received the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. The two of them were thrown alive into the fiery lake of burning sulphur. And chapter 20, verse 4, I saw thrones on which were seated those who had been given authority to judge. And I saw the souls of those who had been beheaded because of their testimony about Jesus and because of the word of God. They had not worshipped the beast or its image and had not received its mark on their foreheads or on their hands. They came to life and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. And chapter 22, verse 9. But he said to me, don't do that. I am a fellow servant with you and with your fellow prophets and with all who keep the words of this scroll. Worship God. Note the contrast. Either people worship the Creator or they worship something else. The Creator is worthy of worship, we read in Revelation 5 and verse 9. The controversy between Christ and Satan began in heaven over worship. Isaiah 14 verse 14 reads, I will ascend above the heights of the cloud. I will be like the Most High. Satan wants the worship belonging only to the Creator. According to Revelation 13, he succeeds through the activity of the land beast in Revelation 13 verse 4. A comparison with Daniel 7 shows that this land beast is the same as the little horn that seeks to change times and laws and exercises authority for 1,260 days, that is, for 1,260 years, as is recorded in Daniel 7:25. And we compare that with Revelation 13 and verse 5. The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies, and to exercise its authority for 42 months. And we saw that in Lesson 6. The only part of God's law, the Ten Commandments, dealing with time is the fourth commandment. This church has attempted to change the day of worship from Saturday, the seventh day, to Sunday, the first day of the week. For an earthly power to seek to change the day of worship, the seventh-day Sabbath, which God himself gave as a sign of authority in Exodus 31:13 and Ezekiel 20 verses 12 and 20, is an attempt to usurp divine authority at the most basic level possible. Exodus 31 verse 13 reads, Say to the Israelites, you must observe my Sabbaths. This will be a sign between me and you for the generations to come, so you may know that I am the Lord who makes you holy. On this point, then, is the focus of the final conflict over true and false worship. For this reason, Revelation identifies people who are faithful to God as those who keep the commandments of God. And we read that in Revelation 12:17 and 14 verse 12. This includes the seventh-day Sabbath, not Sunday. Those who refuse the final call of the three angels to worship God on his holy day and who worship the beast on his counterfeit Sabbath, Sunday, will receive the mark of the beast. And we'll study more about that in Lesson 11. But Isaiah 58:13 reads, If you keep your feet from breaking the Sabbath and from doing as you please on my holy day, if you call the Sabbath a delight and the Lord's holy day honourable, and if you honour it by not going your own way and not doing as you please or speaking idle words. This lesson was read by Dr. Percy Harrold for Christian Services for the Blind. Sponsored by the Sabbath School Department and distributed through Hope Channel Australia, this podcast is also redistributed by Hope Channel Germany, Christian Record Services for the Blind. It is also available on SoundCloud and through multiple podcast distributors, including Apple iTunes. And you can listen and watch at the same time on YouTube. Remember, God is always faithful.